All right, Shalom. I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh. Show honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, underneath the standing in the banner of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And I'm just, hey, I'm going to chime in real quick. Okay, it's a news video article, okay, by RT News. All right, and I'm just gonna bring it out, man. Salaki brothers.
Sergey Brin, the co-founder of Google, and her sister is Susan Wojcicki, which was, one of Google's first employees, the 16th employee.
Stop it. All right. Just give the rundown because I don't want to make it too long. I would like to play the video from the beginning, but they're talking about what you see. It says, what is 23andMe doing with your genetic data? All right. So, long story short, if you did these ancestral programs, right, your data was collected and put into a database. Okay. So now these ancestral sites have sold your data to medical companies that drugs, okay, for different or various types of diseases. Also, on the flip side, and what I'm going to let you hear come out of the mouth of this reporter, my man Rick Sanchez has the questions that people want to ask, and he asked directly, how is that going to affect me? Okay, if they want to sell off the genetic material to the medical company, be there as it may, all right, they want to develop new drugs from the new diseases or diseases that a number amount of people have. They have the data to do so now. So I'm going to let it play and then you're going to hear. But also she's going into, okay, so the lady in the middle is the director or the program runner, I believe, for 23andMe. But she has offspring that's in charge of Google and in charge of YouTube. Okay. So, you put all that together, and I'm just going to let the video play.
Fact, and now is, of course, the CEO of YouTube. Now, here's why this is information. You and I have reported on many times the relationship between Google and the U.S. government, right? Their relationship with the state. We had their initial research being funded partially by DARPA. We had them taking CIA and NSA money starting in the early 2000s. Right. Now, of course, it's one of the top, D.C. lobbyists. It spent over $21 million in 2018. But what's also interesting is that the development of Google had a lot to do with the intelligence community as well. In fact, Sergey Brin, the CEO of 23andMe's ex-partner, was reporting directly to representatives of the intelligence community during the development of the company that would become Google. Mm-hmm. So, of course, this makes sense for the intelligence community, right? For them, it's a way to network and track people, right? And so that way, groups that may pose a threat can be identified before they do harm. But harm to what, right? Because we're not just talking about, cut and dry science anymore. Now we're talking about a relationship with the U.S. government.
So you're saying that the possibility exists that this company that you give your information to will trade it with the government, who could then use it against you.
The possibility definitely exists, and Google also has a history of, doing things that actually further the agenda of U.S. hegemony, right? Just as two really quick examples, Google designed the intelligence system for the NGA to target people in Iraq. Google, as we know, is one of the contractors that actually gave AI to the U.S. drone program. So we're not just talking about a private company, we're talking about a company like Google.
And they, maybe I may have missed this, but Google owns 23andMe?
No, Google just has a close relationship.
So I remember when I was a kid, it was this movie, a robotic movie in the late 80s with Tom Selleck, okay? And it was talking about what they're talking about right now. And this is just, just popped in my head right now. But in that movie, and I'm trying to put it in the comment box, the movie title. But Salaki, in this movie, they had bullets that can chase down, all right, a person by the genetic DNA code, man. Okay, so this is real, man. All you dummies, okay, especially you Israelites, okay, that gave your genetic material to these companies, all right, you're gonna see what she's gonna say, man. But I just wanted to put it, I think it was Runaway. That's the name of the movie. Runaway with Tom Selleck, okay, back in the late 80s. And in that movie, it was a movie about AI, robotics, you know what I'm saying, and DNA code all mixed into one. And the robots were killing certain people, okay, because of the DNA that was programmed for that hit to happen.
Relationship with the company because the sister of the CEO is a executive at Google, and the ex-partner and the founder is also, the co-founder of Google.
So it's really a buyer beware story. It's really about, look, if you really want to know what your DNA is, I mean, do it. Just go with your eyes open, right? Know that this stuff can be used against you. They can collect your data, right?
Right. I mean, look, it's not really, it's much deeper than just drug discovery, which is what the company now seems to be, patented as. It's not just about profiting from new medicines. This is technically a massive data mining apparatus. This is an information collection game, right? So we're not just talking about a small company. This is the largest genetic research database. And let's not forget that he who owns this info would then maybe have the ability to create a virus that maybe only affects some people. So let's say you totally trust Google or you totally trust the U.S. government.
Yeah.
Let's say you do that. There's still the possibility of third parties getting to this massive database.
Good stuff.
See, there you go. So there you have it, man. Watch that movie Runaway. Take into effect what she just said, that all these entities such as Google, YouTube, and then these ancestral companies all could be working in tangent, okay? They can all be working together or apart. But the third party is what could be a assassinated group, okay, to get your information. And when I say I'm talking about the 12 tribes of Israel information. And they can program some type of killer virus, like she said, or in terms of missiles dropping on certain groups of people. Okay? So you niggas thinking that your gun is going to take care of you in this day, man, when the devil has his horns back. Think again, man. Think again. I had a few scriptures and I'm, close it out. But yeah, information, man, just came out, man, and let me go to Salaki. Go to the scripts real quick. All right, so got quite a few. Hold on. All right, this is 1 Timothy This is 1 Timothy 1:4. It says, neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies, which minister questions rather than godly edifying, which is in the faith. So do. All right. So, out there on the highways and byways, you try the spirit by the spirit. Okay. And that's all you need to know. Have faith. Okay. That your line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay. So that you know that you're an Israelite through the spirit, man. Okay. And you trust in the devil, it's only going to get you one thing. Okay. Salaki. This is what I want next. Job 20:10. It says, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Okay. Yet his meat is his bowels. In his bowels his term, it is the gall of asp within him. Yeah, so don't trust the so-called white man. Okay. Ancestral companies were put out under the guise of, let us help you find your ancestralship and pinpoint it. Okay. And we know that was a hoax. So now the real truth is coming out, and they were databases to collect your DNA samples, man. Okay. And like Elder Malcolm keeps on saying, man, they're really trying to find out who are the children of Israel. Okay. And that's what they did, man. Okay. And he forewarned you, man. And a lot of other brothers forewarned you. Okay. The Apostle Tahar, he warned you. Okay. Why? Because we're doing what the Lord commanded us to do, man. We're being on our watch, so to speak. Okay. This is Ephesians 5:15. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Okay. It says, wherefore be you not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Okay. Hey. So that's what we've been doing. We've been warning everybody to stay away from these goddamn ancestral companies, because you don't know what they're going to do in the end with your DNA. Okay. And they don't even have to have the original that you send in. Now they have it in the database. They can synthesize it. Okay. Fools, man. Fools. The days of evil, man. You don't know what this devil is up to. That's why you have to have this in your mind also as well, man. Okay. I think it's this one, 2 Corinthians 2:11. This right here. Okay. 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Which, when you look up that word in devices, right, in the Greek, it goes back to the word plan. Okay. And and this was his whole plan from the beginning. Okay. Now he had the advantage over all you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that looked up your ancestry. Okay. Now he had the advantage over you. And we forewarned you. We told you not to get involved with the white man's madness. Okay. He's a mad scientist. Don't do it. Salaki. It's Psalm 51:21, all right? And this is always, like Job said, this is always going to come out, okay? This is Job, not Job, but Psalm 55:20. I'll start at 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. Okay, that's the so-called white man. He has did that. He has slaughtered, raped, robbed, and pillaged all that was on the earth. Okay, and he has not lived ever underneath the guidelines of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, only people that did that were the children of Israel, who he gave the covenant to. All right, laws and statutes. All right, Psalms 174, I believe. I'll get it in a minute. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And it's yet to be seen, but like you heard at the end of that video article, okay, she said they can create a virus just designed for that group of people. And you know, early in the video, she said, if your family of 5 people had took that ancestral test, so to speak, or gave in DNA samples, they have the whole makeup of your family. Okay, just by compiling all 5 people that took that ancestral test, man. And I know when this thing first came out, people were having ancestral parties. So there you go. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. So, you know, Edom is the master of disaster. He's a megalomaniac. Okay, and he loves bioweapons, man. That's what he did to the Native Americans when he came over here. He set forth smallpox upon them. Okay, with blankets. He knew blankets were contagious, and he gave them to the Native Americans anyways. Okay. Man, I'm telling you, man. You gotta pray in these last days, man, because Edom is coming out of the woodwork with everything, man. The air you breathe, the water you drink, the food you eat, the woman you lay down with, okay? Because of the various STDs, okay? The CDC, all right? With their airborne viruses, okay? And yeah, believe it or not, man, that genetic material is going to end up in their hands too, man. Okay? And it's the willing Father to get rid of the wicked, man. Let me bring this last one out and then I'm close it down. Because this is the end result right here. All right, for you people that's following the word of the Heavenly Father through the man of the Lord, okay? His prophets, his teachers that's out here, okay, on the highways and byways doing these video epistles, all right? This is going to be your end. And it says, Psalms 91:9, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, they habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Okay? So, nothing's going to come near you, man. No plague, no nothing. All right? And anybody that tries to put their hands on you in that day, it's not going to succeed, man. That's where you go into Ephesians. Okay? No weapon formed against thee shall prosper. All right. Why? Because you have the Spirit of the Lord upon you. Okay. You have faith in the Lord that he's going to protect you like he said he would in these days. He's your strong tower. That name carries a lot of weight, man. Okay. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay. Those names are your protectors. That is your shield and your buckler in these days, man. And that's all you need. So with that, all I want to do is give praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Amen. And gear up, man. Gear up. Put on the whole armor of the Lord, man, in these last days. Shalom.